Hi there, my name is Abby Horan. I'm the Senior Customer Success Manager at VS Networks, and we are the company behind SmartPlay. We partnered with AGCO a little over 8 months ago to start offering AGCO dealers in-store digital signage and to improve basically the content within the dealership walls. So today I'm going to walk you through some of the details within the new co-op program that we just launched at the beginning of July. Some of you might be aware of our name or our offering from Q1. We originally teamed up with the used equipment team over at AGCO to offer dealers our interactive touchscreens to be used with their used pool funds. Since then, we've shifted to begin working with the AGCO marketing team and AGCO Direct to start offering AGCO dealers our solutions through the co-op program. So we're really excited. It's now eligible through AGCO Parts and AGCO Whole Goods Co-op. So just to kind of give some background of SmartPlay from VS Networks, here are two examples of our solutions. We have two parts, one interactive and one passive. The interactive touchscreen for AGCO is a great way for dealers to showcase their new and used inventory, as well as have an interactive guide to host quick reference guides and any other type of PDFs. The passive offering is essentially TV screens with managed content. So AGCO Direct is actually supplying dealers with a content library of preloaded, really premium content built specifically for our solution. So we have over 12,000 SmartPlay devices across North America. In terms of AGCO dealers, we're quickly approaching 100 dealers, which we're really excited and proud of. And this co-op program should helpfully expand that footprint even further. Here's a quick example of the SmartPlay touchscreen. We're able to show new and used inventory via your tractor house or machinery trader feed. So we have an API integration directly with Sandhills, and that's how we're able to keep that inventory up to date. It's great for dealers with multiple locations because we're able to show their inventory regardless of which location the physical kiosk is at. This is great for dealers who have locations that are a few hours away from each other. If a customer comes in and finds a specific make and model that they are looking for, say it's only 3 hours away, they're able to make that quick drive, and they necessarily wouldn't have found that piece of equipment on the lot if it wasn't for the kiosk. We're also able to share touchscreen reporting by kiosk. So dealers that have our touchscreens at multiple locations, or if they are just testing it in the single location between the parts area or their welcome area, we're able to share usage reports by touchscreen. So think of this as a customer comes in, they start interacting with the touchscreen, they go to used equipment, and they start looking at specific types of hay balers. We're able to record all of that interaction by user. So at the end of the day, dealers are actually able to see exactly what type of categories of listings customers are typically looking at, and they can even change their marketing messaging based on that in time of season. In terms of custom content, we also really encourage dealers to upload custom content in the forms of any local events, any parts specials that they might be having, or really any type of specials for the dealership. This is in addition to the preloaded content from AGCO Direct, as well as their new and used inventory. And all the devices are kept up to date with that API integration. So say a piece of equipment is sold off of the lot. When the dealer walks in the next day, it will no longer show up on the touchscreen and cause a confusing customer experience. We also have a passive offering, which is a complement to the kiosk, or that can be used on its own. The passive offering is used not only to increase sales and upsales, but also a good way to showcase custom content and really reduce the perceived wait time of waiting customers. This is great for a busy weekend or when a sales associate is helping a different customer. Customers are actually able to see different part specials or different kind of dealer specials on those screens, in addition to any type of equipment that they want to play, as well as the preloaded AGCO Direct content. It's just a great way for customers to see that point of sale advertising and see content that's extremely relevant to them while they're in the dealership. We also have cross-location functionality. So as long as you have access to a desktop computer or cell phone, you're able to go onto our online content management platform and keep all of your devices up to date. So even if you sit at a different location, you're able to manage what's playing on the screens across all of your locations from a few simple clicks. The passive content that is available and provided by AGCO Direct is listed below. You can see there is plenty of content for whole goods, parts, as well as other options for weather, commodities, Twitter, and other customized apps. So in terms of the actual program overview, all of our SmartPlay devices are now eligible for a 60/40 co-op. Dealers are only responsible for paying 40% of the overall cost. In terms of eligibility, whole goods co-op is covering the interactive touchscreens as well as the passive displays. AGCO Parts co-op is eligible for passive displays. To enroll in the program, you can either sign up by visiting vsnetworks.com/AGCO or working with your AGCO Direct account manager to sign up. In terms of pricing, like I mentioned, dealers are only responsible for 40% of the overall cost listed. This is great savings. For the display, it's actually only around $20 per month. This is a great way for dealers to control the content that's really playing throughout the dealership, keep the messaging up to date, and really just take advantage of all of the content that's being provided by AGCO Direct. So as you can see, the media player is actually just a small box that gets attached to the back of an existing TV via HDMI cable. The touchscreens are 22-inch screens, completely interactive, and you have the option of a counter stand, which is great for a parts counter, or a 4-foot stand that's perfect for anywhere really throughout the dealership or the welcome area. Just some frequently asked questions. I know there are quite a few AGCO dealers in Quebec and French-speaking dealerships. We do have French-Canadian content available for dealers to subscribe to. This is only available for our passive offering at this time, not interactive. Dealers will be billed through AGCO Direct for this program, and then you guys are absolutely able to upload your own custom content in addition to what's provided by Flint Group or AGCO Direct. So we definitely encourage you to make this your own. Upload any type of specials, marketing content, announcements. We have some dealers that like to showcase all of the employee birthdays each month. It's completely customizable. To that point of customization, each screen can be controlled completely differently. So if you do upload a piece of custom content that you want to push to all screens, that's easy with a push of 1 or 2 buttons. But if you did want to kind of segregate all of your, or separate all of your screens, you can control that as well if you want to have completely different videos play in your parts counter than when customers walk in the dealership. And then here's a quick snapshot of our footprint since January 1st when we launched that Pool Fund program. That initial pilot program was limited to freestanding touchscreens. As you can see, that's what majority of our dealers currently have. But as of July 1st, we launched the co-op program, which offers counter stands as well as passive. And a lot of our dealers have had some awesome feedback thus far, really enjoying all the content that's available and acting as a complement for their TV screens to their touchscreens. So just in terms of how to manage all of the content, each dealer receives a login to our online content management platform. Like I mentioned, this can be accessed really wherever you have a desktop computer. You'll log in and you'll see all of the devices broken out by location. So if you do have multiple locations or multiple devices, they will all be placed here. What really makes this nice is that you log in, you see everything from one quick snapshot. You won't necessarily have multiple logins per location. Dealers are able to name the devices however they'd like. If they want to place it in the parts counter, you can label it accordingly. And then the display schedule is meant to really fit with your dealership. So if you are closed on Sunday, you can have that completely off. What's really nice is that this is one less thing for sales associates to worry about. They don't need to go in each morning and have to remember to turn on a TV or turn on a touchscreen. It's already on when they arrive, and they don't really have to incorporate that within their daily routine. In terms of audio, all of the videos have been made from AGCO Direct to support the audio being off. So as you can see, they're very highly branded videos. The content is very short, 30 to 90-second videos meant to really catch the eye of customers with large fonts. To see all the content that's available, you'll go to the Content tab, and this is really the bread and butter of our system. So dealers are able to see on this Now Playing tab exactly what's being shown on a specific device. So they can toggle back and forth between all of the devices that they have, but this is just a quick overview of what is playing on a screen at any time. The My Content tab is where dealers are really able to customize what's going to play on that screen. So they can upload images in the form of PNGs or JPEGs, as well as videos, and even assign start and end dates if they upload a specific type of special or event that is starting at the middle of the month, and they decide to go in at the beginning of the month and upload it. They can easily assign start and end dates that start in the future. And then when they go in on that day, that's when the piece of content will begin playing, and it's a very hands-off approach for them. Dealers can also add any type of videos from YouTube. So say there's a product line or specific video that they see on YouTube that isn't necessarily included in the content library, they can easily copy and paste that link from YouTube onto our system, hit search, and it will start playing and add to your screen. We also have various apps available for dealers. Canadian, U.S. radar, clocks, commodities, where you have the option to choose exactly which commodities you showcase. Twitter, you can follow as many Twitter accounts as you'd like. You can sync your calendar up to showcase any upcoming events, as well as radar by zip code, which also works in Canada. So within the My Content tab, you can create different channels. If you really want to take advantage of all of this custom content and separate it by seasonality or local events or brand, you can absolutely do that, or keep everything within the My Ads channel. All of the content being provided by AGCO Direct can be found within the content library. So you can see there's a good mix of parts content as well as whole goods. Dealers can really come in here, work through the entire library, see what type of content would apply to them, and really just subscribe from the beginning. So two different ways to really take advantage of this content. If you see a channel that will always apply to you, say you have a TV in the parts area, I would recommend subscribing at the channel level. Anytime AGCO Direct adds additional content then, it will automatically be pushed to your screen. So one less thing you have to worry about logging in and assigning the content. If you want to be a little bit pickier, watch all of the videos before you push them to your screens. You can take a look at the videos and then decide at that point, do you want to push them to all systems or just a specific media player or a specific location, or turn it on at this level. Another option is to adjust the frequency. So if you upload a piece of content or really want to kind of push this after-sales lubricant video, you can easily up the frequency of this, and this just really makes sure that this video plays more frequently than some of the other videos that are assigned. In general, all of our systems will update automatically overnight between midnight and 4 a.m. This just allows us to not take up as much of your bandwidth throughout the day, and make sure that when you come in the next day, everything is completely up to date. If you do upload a piece of custom content or a promotion that you want to push to your screen immediately throughout the day, you can upload that piece of content and then update immediately, and this just pushes an update to your system and reboots it. I encourage you to visit the VS Network's AGCO website. This is where you can kind of get a better idea of the offering in general, place an order if you would like to move forward, see other kind of use cases, and really take a test drive on our touchscreen. So this is the interactive touchscreen that can be found on the counterstand and freestanding touchscreens. Like I mentioned earlier, we have used inventory, which is directly linked to a dealer-specific inventory. You can search by category, you can search by highest price, different kind of categories there. You can search by filter, so say you know exactly what you'd like, which location, you have a price in mind. It brings you down to exactly what you're looking for. From there, you can see all of the information that is mapped over from Tractor House or Machinery Trader, as well as the different images of the actual listing. What's really nice for the dealer as well, this is a way to capture customer information. So say that customer that a sales associate is working with isn't necessarily ready to purchase, they can email this listing to themselves. And on the back end, the dealer will receive that customer's name and email address as well as the listing that they were looking at. From there, they can either proactively reach out to that customer about the listing, or if a similar listing comes up on the lot, reach out to them, or really just add them to any type of email campaign that they have running. We also have various quick reference guides by brand for all of the AGCO brands. There are 5 or 6 per brand, as you can see, and dealers can really work through this with customers in the parts and service area, or just have this at the hands of the customer. It's really to be used as a digital literature rack. We also have a dealer content hub that can be completely customizable by the dealer. The dealer's logo would apply here, and then as well as any type of AGCO content that you are subscribed to. So this is just a really great way to access all of that premium video on demand, as well as any of your custom content on demand. Another way to capture customer information, this can be shared by a report with dealers, just getting a little bit more granular in terms of the fields that we're able to capture for the dealer. This is in general the passive and interactive offering that we have throughout this co-op program. Really encourage you guys to take a look at our landing page, check out more of our features, the different pricing is included, as well as some testimonials. We've seen a lot of great feedback so far from our dealers. Like I mentioned, it's just really a great asset within the dealership walls to really improve the messaging and a sense of command and control to really just give customers more rich content to look at while they're waiting, and also just a lot of good information at their fingertips. So please reach out to myself or your AGCO Direct account manager if you do have any other questions, and we're really excited for this program.